And welcome back, everyone, all you SMITE fans out there, to This Week in SMITE, your favorite clip show, hosted by us, where we bring...
Man, and if it's not, egg on our face.
Yeah, honestly, I'm going to keep calling it that until it's true. Joined me, of course, is JMac and Gore, and of course, your host, Trellirelli. That's how that's pronounced. Everyone else has been saying it wrong.
Just the whole time. We've all been wrong.
He's just never really wanted to correct us. He's just like, it's
He's
okay.
a real nice guy, that Trelly. I'm sorry, that Trelli.
Now he's tired of it.
Yeah, I try to be.
Trelli Manning.
Now, with that, we have introduced just a little bit of a... No, we had introduced. There's no rules on this episode in particular. We have decided to open up not just This Week in SMITE, just anytime.
It's timeless.
Yeah, it's the timeless edition. And we also opened up clips that apparently we didn't let everyone know this, but we also opened up clips like This Week in SMITE's greatest hits. So you might see a repeat or two, and also some clips that you're like, that clip is from a couple years ago.
We've used a lot of really good clips on this show. I was not going to let it lie and not use something that
just remember that this is for your enjoyment, but you can only get your enjoyment when we confront the ever-present, ever-knowing wheel.
Our Lord, our God.
This time?
Oh, no name theme this time either.
Just regular bozos.
It's classic.
Yep, so we will decide who goes first when we spin that wheel.
We don't get to see the wheel.
Oh, you guys will
Only the
never know.
audience gets to see.
Maybe that's the surprise. Unyielding.
Unyielding. There we go.
And it's JMac Tucker.
Me. I gotta open up with some. So yeah, we've had a lot of really good moments in SMITE's lifetime, and whether it be players out there going absolutely crazy, whether it be some cool plays on our on esports, or sometimes when we're all just being goofy little goobers. And this first clip is of some of us casters being goofy little goobers.
I have a lot of clips of us being goobers too.
So,
welcome back. A couple of remakes, and
oh,
things are
that is
all
obscenely
set for us
orange.
here in game number 5. You missed some things. You saw Dave breakdancing. You didn't see Dave shotgun and espresso.
The Halloween bit was one of our favorites. Was one of my favorites we'd done.
We found out what's in the coffin. It turns out, hey, that's where you buried his console career, Mifflin. Sick birds, baby! I just lost my pin. All right, now I feel a little better.
The fall after.
Yeah, this is game 5. You can't see that there, so I shouldn't be looking back there. I was expecting to jump into game.
You can only hear me too. There's 4 people talking right now, and the only person who was mic'd up is me the entire time.
And then it cuts the broadcast of like Dave losing his mind for like 10 seconds trying to get it together. Miff's like, "Come on, you got to be professional. Ring it back in," which is almost always how those two's cast would go.
Yeah,
one of them goes off the rails. The other's like, "Oh, come on."
Aggro,
like, he was so happy to be included in the bit, and then you say his consequence.
He was excited because he just wanted to be in the coffin.
Yep.
And then he was there, and then he fell on the floor.
Killed him again.
He buried his console.
So,
man,
shout outs to the fat head.
Hey, wait, send me that. I want that. I need to keep that and bookmark it as proof that I can be funny.
It's on the sheet.
Oh, good point.
It's on our This Week in SMITE sheet. So thanks.
I need to keep it as proof I can in fact be funny.
Thanks to Aggro and Gore for providing great commentary during our
my poor
Halloween.
pin.
Now, there's some gods who have been around SMITE for a long time. They've had fluctuations of being really good or really bad, or still being good, but not enough people are good at them.
True.
And this is a time where this god in particular was really good, and players were starting to get really good at them. It's Terra, and a very fun lifetime of Terra. This is what our second clip is about.
Oh. This is so weird.
So this is Nika playing some Terra mid.
Is this the Terra Slam tech or no?
This is old Terra mid tech. Who cares about a Geb? You ignore them. It's about the carries.
Oh,
or lack thereof carries. There it is. There it is, dude.
Yeah. You don't do any damage as Terra mid.
Oh, it's
You don't do any damage.
It's the little sarcasm afterward that's so good. Thank you so much, Nika, for letting us see the old era of Terra once more.
Yeah. So if you broke the clap right as it was about to go, you got double explosion, which was not supposed to happen.
You got the damage of the walls collapsing and the breaking of them, plus the dash is just damage itself.
Which was not supposed to happen. And
but it was a lot.
It was there for a little while, and then eventually got removed out.
Yeah, because you
it
can
was
do
too
things like
good.
that, apparently.
Yeah, when you can just one-shot 2 gods at the exact same time. That's bad positioning on the character.
Also true.
Another really fun era was whenever we not reintroduced relics, but when we introduced the branching relic path. So you could get like an Aegis that makes you do damage after you take damage, or an Aegis that makes you go faster. It was a crazy time, and it just opened up a lot of silly moments on the battleground like we have here in clip number 3.
He's keeping you in combat.
Oh, no. Oh, stomach flu. Circuito dash.
Oh my goodness!
Yo, he's f***ing dead, dude.
Yo,
Look at that.
Blink 700, Aegis 700.
It did 1,400 damage.
Was that on the
doing-
PTS?
I think that was very early launch week.
I was gonna
of
say,
that.
like, the exploding Aegis launched with 8 being able to do that much. That's insane.
That was that clip was, I believe, almost 3 years old. If not, it was at that three-year point, which is right when we kind of introduced all of the new branching relics there. And Scorching Blink. I remember on like the week of that coming out, like Scorching Blink Agni was the play because you would Scorching Blink past them and then dash back away, and they just take the double fire.
I remember 5 Scorching Blinks on Fire Giant was also crazy.
That was very fun to watch.
we lived in a wild time, and it was a wild goose chase. So thank you, Haddix,
Wild
for the clip there. Now, he's no longer with us here on the show, but we've had some really good moments from Mifflin throughout the years.
Oh, yeah.
We've also had a lot of fun dunking on Mifflin throughout the years, and I think
that I can remember.
And I think the most iconic dunking on Mifflin moment is one that we've done quite a few times, and I feel like we just got to show it again. So here's
Is this
Mifflin
just him
getting dunked
pented?
on.
Spot.
no.
In the worst spot, still alive, gonna make it back.
Coast with 1.
But Zaxi gets another kill. Double digits
Coast
for
with
the hunter. That
Jumps
said,
in.
Vapor versus the world. He gets 1, he gets 2, there's a 3rd, looking for the 4th, can't find it.
Keep going,
Lifesteal
Coast.
save his life, looking
Coast
for
with 4.
That's number 4, and number 5, just a shot away.
Pointing out Miff was the
Vapor
first one
on the
dead.
run,
I was gonna say,
chasing
yeah, I
down
didn't get to
PB
see
and
him.
Jelly. The
Here's
jump
the
is
first
good.
one dead on the
Sonic
RDO
is out
jungle.
of there. Vapor's still gonna give chase, but ladies and gentlemen, this one man finding the entirety of the team.
Look at how
on the
young
defensive
Coast
stuff.
is in that
Yeah,
clip.
Coast
here's
That is like
here's behind the
14-year-old Coast.
behind the scenes. By the way, one, I can't remember if it was before or after this game. He asked for a juice box. 2, his feet did not touch the ground from the chair he was sitting in. I was at that land.
Imagine owning Miff hitting one of these.
And the worst part is
Agree.
he couldn't even get mad back because Coast's dad was there and just like, I can't yell at a
Coast's
kid.
dad, but Coast's dad was getting just as into it. He was super hype.
How do you get owned by like a 14-year-old, stand up and try and yell at him when his dad is
Might have
staring
been
at
even
you
younger,
from across
honestly.
the room at that point? So
You can't.
I think it's just a clip that we've played so many times that I just could not include it in this segment. So thank you, Coast, for getting that
For
pentakill,
killing Mifflin.
for becoming the Penta Kid, for owning Mifflin in his squad, and providing us another clip.
We do appreciate it.
And my last clip is it's something. I'm gonna leave it at it is something. We've had some big memers in the community.
Yeah.
We've had some pretty iconic figures pop through here. We got one guy who has stuck around the scene for a long time and has provided us some of the craziest and funniest and sometimes weirdest content out there.
Yeah, I'm
I
right
present
here.
to you, Mr. Hazer.
Yep.
I feel like he didn't even need to memorize the choreo before. He just got it.
The old Hazer bedroom, the Neath man himself.
It starts off pretty funny, and then it gets a little sad.
Listen, I wasn't blessed with more hips. That's all I got. That's it.
I was
all
blessed
you
with
can,
more
I've
hits.
enough.
I think he said I wasn't blessed with more hips or something like that, man. But Hazer's provided us content galore over the years, and I felt that this one was a nice little honor to him. I will say I had like 2 other clips from
Thanks,
Smite
Hazer,
Game stuff,
for
or
being
I had
Hazer.
one from Hazer, and I went with this one from Hazer.
Well
I think the
done.
other one was also just as iconic. So thank you, Hazer, for some
Thank you, Hazy.
for some of the funniest clips like this over time.
Well done, JMac.
I think he nailed it personally.
He's got spot on.
In fact, the fact that Nurse Diagnosis doesn't just look like that now, that we never upgraded it to look like that, that's a real shame.
Unfortunate. But there's more clips to be shared, maybe even more Hazer clips to be shared.
Oh?
But I don't know. Who goes next, Gore? There's only one way to find out.
I wish I could tell you.
We
should probably try spinning that wheel.
Something they could when we spin that wheel.
Wheel time.
This is 50-50, 50-50, 50-50, 50-50, 50-50, 50-50, me.
Oh, it's Gore.
It's the Gore, he never fails.
Makes me want to wag my tail.
Winning. I want to help.
Gore.
It's mixing so many different ones in there. Anyways,
all right.
Goremiser.
You got some clips over there?
I got some clips.
Got some good clips?
I got some good clips.
Okay.
And I'm trying to. I like the way this is ordered and is ascending. But I'm gonna be real. I only remember three of the 5. So the first one up front. Now I know this one's just a universal experience. Nike Shield getting pushed back by Nike.
Yeah.
Oh, it's annoying.
Super annoying.
Oh yeah.
This might be the worst case that I've seen it happen though.
No. This can't be good.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey,
I admire like the dash to try and get around.
Yeah.
I admire the idea. I don't know if I admire the execution.
No.
Especially not when you're up against Nika.
I would have just gave up. For
the
sure.
executioner has been executed.
I would have said ult wasted, and I just would have left. No way I'm going under that.
Yeah, if I'm a nemesis and I see that barrier at a tower, I'm walking away. I said, well, I'll try again in 70 seconds.
Even my teammate types like, what happened, man? Like, he was so low. I'd be like, unlucky. You know, what can you do?
Unfortunate.
Yep.
Yeah, he jumped into tower, couldn't see him anymore.
Now I don't remember. Oh, I do remember this one.
Okay.
You know the bastions, you know, on the towers,
Yeah.
and how they like
To protect the tower.
and you know you can hit them and they take damage and stuff like that.
Of course.
They also act as like walls and damage. Like you know you can use them to hide behind so auto attacks don't hit you.
Yeah, for sure.
Unfortunately, it also works for the enemy.
Oh.
I think I killed this dumb. He doesn't have beads.
Oh, well, there's only one ability from Nox that can get blocked by this. That's all you can do. That's all you can do.
He just starts laughing and leaves. Just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Do you think that game made it to the YouTube channel?
I
Do you
don't
think
know.
that one got edited out?
I would have told my editor, get rid of that moment. No, that's good.
That's a great clip from Weekend.
That's the only appropriate reaction. Is just.
I'm not going to say it, but just so you can see what the clip name was. Very funny. Yeah, I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all.
Huh?
I don't remember what the next one is, but I bet it's real funny, and we'll find out together. Oh, I remember it. It's Lass's.
Yeah, they're on it.
Oh, Lass's clip's gotta be
Sitting
good.
in ulti, just, you know, who knows, you know?
He steals this stun.
What?
Who knows, you know?
I was expecting. I thought he didn't realize he stole it.
I don't know what I was
No,
expecting.
he was just,
Who knows?
just why not? Sometimes you just got to throw your ults out, you know?
It also took way longer to kill than I thought. You know what I mean? Like, I thought it would have hit already, and I was like, maybe he's gonna kill like
Everything was
someone.
So slow.
It's just so slow.
But it gets you
I
a
was
fire
thinking
giant.
like
got
someone
the
was gonna
job
walk out and try and stop him. He was
Yeah.
gonna like get a kill on an enemy.
Yeah.
Like, someone low was gonna walk by. No, it's just stealing. Who knows?
Who knows?
I think you know.
And then you get an Encon immediately. Who knows?
Those two are such a great duo to watch in rank.
Now, here's the next two. You know, like JMac, we've been pretty funny sometimes.
We do be funny sometimes.
Unfortunately, I've got 2 clips of our broadcast back to back. The first one, I think, is a very funny moment.
Mm-hmm.
It is not because we are funny. It's because the players are funny. And this one was the one that caught us maybe the most off guard of anything. This one's good.
All right.
This one's
I
good.
trust you.
Show it off. And Gore and I are going to live react. I haven't seen this yet. We have
Oh,
a clip
this-
from Genetics'
Oh.
POV, I believe, from game 2 of that set. Oh, I have to hear my voice, and so I hate that.
So commentary review, Dave.
So commentary.
Good
review.
energy. You brought it down really well.
I did bring it down. That's good by me. Yeah, good, Dave.
Oh,
Yeah, build it back
no.
up.
The low clap in.
We thought it was the clap.
I love the taunt.
It wasn't the clap.
Oh no! And then he claps at him. What? This isn't. That's not real. That is not real. Wait, production, is that real? No, I need.
It was in fact real.
That's why Hazer tweeted that, dude.
That is.
I had no clue what Hazer's tweet meant until just now. He said this man's out here playing chess while we're playing checkers.
Because he was literally playing chess.
Yeah, we didn't have the context. Well, you guys didn't have the context. We had the context. So we knew it was real. But just reacting to that, you're like, I mean, it was okay first blood. But then you realize he was also just owning someone in chess as he does it.
Sure.
Yeah, let's get
we got
Billy
maybe
on
got the
mic
voice
to
of
him.
Billy.
Hey guys, Billy here. I want to provide some context for that clip. That was the very first day of player POV streams, and I had all 10 streams up on my computer, and I was just making sure they didn't break. I watched that live, and within 5 minutes of a wait screen, I had to download that, get it to our video guy, and that was the first ever time I made a live audible to you guys. Because within 30 seconds of the camera being back on you guys, I said, guys, we need to watch this clip before we get into the post game really quick.
No, that's good.
It's very important. And you guys didn't believe me when I started it.
Legitimately.
That's all I have to
okay, sure.
Bye for now.
Well done. Well done. And it was
Shout outs to Genetics for playing chess, for getting the checkmate while in an SPL game. And then, if I remember correctly, winning that SPL game.
Yeah.
Yep, you won both. And you won for bringing in a great clip.
Thanks, man. I've got
The
one
audience
more.
won because I got to witness a good clip.
Of course.
And you know what? This one might be we always I tend to lean towards the really funny ones,
right?
Because they're very funny and they make me giggle. That being said, we've had when we open this up, we also usually will go for best clip, and that can be interpreted however you want, whether it's the funniest or the best play or whatever, right? And it reminded me of one of the best plays that we've maybe ever gotten to see, especially organically, at the level that it was done at, the meaning behind it, what it did for the game. And you know what? I'll just say it. Deathwalker. He's just built diff.
I was going to say there can only be one clip you're hyping up.
There's only one clip.
Yeah.
And a sanctified field, but a good answer back from the
That's
Fear No
one.
Evil. And Sam for Soccer dragging his team forward into the team fight as Zeros has lost his buff. The goal now, maybe go back in. That is unreal from Deathwalker. That is disgusting as Hex Mambo have found the initiation. And it's Deathwalker at the forefront. Solar Scarabs decimated from the map. And it is Hex Mambo taking game one.
I've given you bad advice, Solar Scarabs. You cannot ignore
That is
Deathwalker.
gross.
He is popping off.
This was to go to Worlds?
Push. Let him do it.
Like
Let him end the
this set in particular. This was to. There was
No,
one
I thought
more.
that was just I thought that was just Summer Masters.
Oh, summer.
That's
Yeah,
like
you're
Summer
right.
Masters
It
or
was in
something
summer.
like that.
Still,
I'm trying to
bodied
remember
him.
what the hype was about, because I remember there was a. I remember
There was a
Deathwalker
challenger
running through
team.
the
Yeah, he
studio.
literally ran through.
It was very late at night. I remember that much, and I think he took off a suit. I remember him wearing a suit, and he took it off.
He literally walked by and went, "Did I just make the greatest play of all time?"
I was gonna say
Yes.
you gotta do the accents. He didn't sound like that. Yeah.
And you know what? The answer? Yeah, you did.
I did a really bad accent. That's not exactly.
Well, I mean, you
was.
started off. Yeah, but point being, yeah, he just might have.
He just might have.
Honestly, if that's not the greatest play of all time,
Of an
that
of
is
individual
very easily
plays,
top 5.
I'd say top 3. I can't think of any that would be better.
Top 5 if we're including full team plays and things like that.
Yeah,
And individual
maybe.
play that might just be number 1.
Yeah, probably.
And that was the Goremiser clips.
That was the Goremiser clip.
And apparently, his commentary going into it was not like a oh guys, can we make a sick play? It's just like, guys, group's up. I'm gonna try something, and he just jumps in. He just goes in without his team telling him to. He just decided to make a play,
and he does it to him.
And it worked. But we got one more before we jump into the possible production clips, depending, of course, on who this wheel lands on. Could be Trelli, could be the small sliver.
Hold on. Tree-lie, relie.
Yeah, come on,
Tree-lie, relie, spin
that
wheel. One more time.
Forgot how to say his own name.
I'm going to get my clips out now because I've got a good feeling.
He's been gaslit to the other pronunciation of the name for so long.
True. And it's Trelli. Whoa, I mean, Tree-lie, whoa.
Woo, Tree-lie, relie.
Okay. So like I said, we opened up clips from all time. And something to note is that a couple years ago, I want to say 6 years ago, Twitch really cracked down on the DMCA. So a lot of the best Smite clips that we all remember have been lost to time. There's a couple that I remember you can find on like Reddit or Twitter.
You go back even further. Clips didn't even clipping didn't exist.
Right. But this is maybe my favorite. This is my second favorite adapting clip. I'm just gonna spoil it's adapting. And this is when I don't know if this person was new at the time, but it's just fantastic. So please just watch.
Can you taunt him?
Okay.
Hello? What? No, like taunt.
Can you taunt? Can you taunt? She goes, okay. She walks up and goes, intelligence. He's like, no.
Not your strong suit.
He goes, no, taunt. She goes, oh. She just walked up in VET.
No, that's good.
And that's 8 years ago. People probably didn't call Athena taunt like so widely. You know what I mean? Like they knew taunt in game, and that was she's like, I can taunt if you want. Like
VET.
I almost included a bear clip that had you in there from like years ago.
I don't know what it could have been.
He was playing Jingwei. He flew in from base, and as he landed, he gets dunked on by a Thanatos kill, and you go, "What's good over there?"
I don't even know what clip that is. But that's great. Okay, next up.
Another one.
So again, we opened the floor. So I was going through like everyone's most viewed clips from like as far back as possible. And I found this little gem. And I don't really think it needs much of an introduction. It's just, it was a great week for clips for sure.
We go mid, right?
This is when doors were first introduced. They were literally just feeling out how the doors worked, and they were like, what do we do over here? And then Ducky just opens it, pulls two, and the door's shut. And everyone's like, okay, we gotta get out of here. And they just ran. Try to remember.
Shout out to Ducky.
Yeah, try to remember what you were doing when the doors first got introduced, because
I was playing Smite.
Yeah, those
where were you when doors were made?
I mean, they weren't always there. And this definitely a certified Bobby classic clip.
This will be something.
I could not pass up on bringing this one back.
This could be so many things.
No, this is the undisputed best Bobby clip.
Oh.
Easy here. Oh yeah, blinked. Oh, I'm excited. I'm about to.
Oh.
Oh, Bobby.
It makes it so much better that Ocean said, "Oh, you're about to go crazy here," and he was like, "I am." And he just gets right.
Bobby Ocean's duo.
Just make sure you remembered blink first, guys.
Tries to blink.
I don't even think he got stopped by.
And if you watch, the second he doesn't do it, he flies back in his chair as if he's like afraid of what happened. Like
he wants to distance as much as he can, but he doesn't want to stop playing.
It's like this is only going to get worse.
His own body getting away is my absolute favorite. And
oh man,
this one I can't lie. This was just unfair. Me grabbing this clip. This is a certified This Week in Smite classic.
Drexler win.
Yeah.
No, don't die for purple buff. You're too sexy. I plucked the rock.
Amanda told me the follow-up story is that goes on a little longer. The enemy team came back to lane and killed the because they were still standing there laughing.
They stood there that long. Rightfully so.
I've followed Amanda for a long time. That clip made me go find Egg-Related's channel specifically and follow it. And so I was like, I gotta watch you more.
Now they're both on Smite game.
Now they're both on Smite game.
And those are the Trelli clips for this week.
The rock.
Some classics.
But fear not.
I almost brought my the I'm going sicko mode clip back.
You gotta relive the bangers.
The classics.
I tried searching it. I should have just DM'd him. I was trying to find the who farted clips. I was trying to. But
I literally every time I need one, I just text Dave. I'm like, I know you've got those saved.
I was wondering if
Dave or aggro.
I should have messaged aggro to see if he had it, because the one I was looking for was the aggro one. Like the Dave and Myth one is good, but the Dave aggro,
the original,
was like that was like the good one.
Well, hey, maybe production has them because they have some clips, and of course we'll have to see what Billy provides. Who knows? Could be anything.
You have to call for the Billy Cam.
Oh, I'm sorry. The Billy Cam. I said what Billy provides. Let's go to the Billy Cam to find out.
Awesome. Hey, guys.
Hey,
it's me,
Billy.
Waiting for my cue, as I always should. Loved this theme for this week in Smite. We got some banger clips for you guys. However, we did have a suggestion. Normally, I'm the production representative, a.k.a. no one else wants to search through Twitch for like an hour a day to find clips. Tristan, our video editor extraordinaire, has provided one of his own, suggested it be a part of our roundup of clips today. So, with the exact same amount of context I was provided, none, here's our first clip.
I see you Googling it, so I'll buy some time. No!
Oh, the desk.
Oh, he broke the desk!
Oh.
Yeah, things are going awful here.
The
desk is shattered. The desk is shattered.
We
Go
hate
to a
that.
single. Can you cut it?
No, there's so much high-octane Smite action happening. We'd almost certainly need to watch that instead. Oh, that's less than ideal, to be sure.
It's so broken.
Well, hey, Toddy got a kill.
I'm crying. I'm crying. Oh my God, we've gone sideways.
Wait, actually take Dave's single. He is crying.
I'm crying. No, it's okay. We got to stay in game. We got to
We're
stay
staying
in
in
game.
game.
Now, okay, wait. Background. Fun fact. That was only the first of two.
No, that was the second time he broke one.
That was two.
Well, that was number two. That was the second time that he broke the desk.
Myth
And
is-
we since then replaced everything with a much
Myth has broken 2 and I've broken 1, but mine happened after broadcast was done. I was getting ready to do like a one of my, what did I call it, this week in Smite? No, it wasn't that.
Recap?
Weekly recap. The SPL weekly recap. I was getting ready to set up and I literally just went like little pressure on and it just snapped and I went, hey, we got a problem, Mike.
So the
Mike.
bad thing was, if you heard it, Dave was like, "Can we cut to a single?" We couldn't. Mifflin was aggressively bleeding at the moment, and we can't show that on Twitch.
And that's why he said, "Oh, that's not good."
Yeah. We did. I even made my first, I think, literal on-camera debut there to start casting as a backup because everyone knows the EU SEC was very important back then. That's why desks break during it. There's no lower third because that's an us clip, so we don't even need to bring that in. Our second clip is a Billy first. Technically cheating here, so I do apologize. I didn't read through everyone's clips. This is something we have seen today, however, from a different POV, and I'll leave it at that because that's already pretty telling. Clip number 2 for production.
Oh man, this is intense. Okay, the good news here for the bugs,
the other
they do
POVs
have
of
a
it.
churn out in the duo lane. They can split and push these waves out. Mid waves aren't that hard to keep pushed. Fire being pulled, good zone control. They do have a ward for Sam crossing right now, see if they react to him or if they finish fire. They're going to finish fire. Susanowalt might go crazy here though. Sam's trying to one-shot zeros. He did. That's huge. It's Sam time. Ikram getting low, but should be fine. They still have Kepriol. No Kepriol onto the zeros. Oh! Holy sh! Woo! That's the game! My God! Deathwalker, the GOAT! The GOAT! Holy sh!
Yeah, that's the problem.
Holy sh!
If there
all the reactions.
if there was ever a time for a caster to drop their 1, that would have been it.
To be fair, Dave has said that several times. He's like, I should have said it. He's like, I should have dropped an F-bomb. To double down on that, I think it was the following week we were doing our recap.
And
we did a hyper clip. Yeah, the Betty video. The Betty video for that moment was really funny.
I remember specifically.
There was no Venenu clip in this show, and I couldn't find it for a reason. I think that one got deleted off the internet.
So to give the context on the esports one, was we loaded in that day. We said it's going to be a bit of a shorter as on our workload because we had a lot still going on. And they said we're going to end the show by playing the Betty video that he just put out for it because it was like hot off the press. I was like, all right, cool. Did we make sure to go through and censor it? And I just hear Tyler go, we're just going to run with it. And I was like, And then we
ran with it
to play it live.
Yeah.
And boy, should we have censored it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy.
That was our second clip. That was a PBM Smite clip. If you have a lower third, hit that guy.
Shout outs to PBM.
Shout out PBM.
He was in chat earlier when we were talking about
Yeah.
esports.
I love pros watching and doing the commentary on pro play and seeing like all that. And to be honest, that was like one of the first Smite plays I watched live and got goosebumps when it happened. I was like, holy, what's it do? And yeah, that was just a great moment. Good to lose. We have a third clip here. We have a total of 4 because I counted Tristan's as our bonus +1 for this event. Our second one, kind of in the same vein, stems from competitive play. If you guys remember Jithin's shout out for Smite Prime, the weekly Smite tournament. During the final one, I believe, there were no rules for the amount of teams. Normally, you can only have up to 1 pro player per team, and there were rules about obviously not getting a Giga Stacker team. The last one, he said, screw it, let's do whatever we can. So a team of about 4 pro, semi-pro players that normally couldn't play together decided to play together and bring phenomenal ranked player bars onto their team. And they got eliminated very quickly. This was their reaction, courtesy of Benny Q, the mid laner for this team.
If bars was the best, still wouldn't be in the league. You fucking suck.
Hey, bro, still let me see that damage, bro.
My damage doesn't fucking matter. You I hate you, bars.
Oh wait, you
fucking 11k. You're fucking ass.
11k damage. You are so You are so bad.
I'm never play this god again,
oh my
bro.
God,
that
if you
sucks.
DM me ever asking to play this again, rethink your life. Like, actually. No way did you just do 11k damage in 40 minutes. My games don't even last 40 minutes anymore, and you did 11k damage, bars.
Yes,
my games last 25 minutes, and oh my.
Hey, bro. All I'm saying is
no way.
You could have played that better and we lost.
You
could have played it better.
Bars! Help!
You couldn't have played it any better.
I love Stu so much.
I miss Stu. My goodness.
Bring that lower third live. Yeah, that was. It was Benny Q's channel, of course. Do the highlight of that.
Oh man!
I realized they were playing against like Zen.
They were
playing Dragon, like Tripno, like they were playing against some big names.
That was I believe that was the last Smite Prime where it was like stacker on stacker on stacker. And I was watching this live specifically because I love watching Benny Q. And man, that was hilarious to see live.
Bars! Couldn't have played it any better.
That was our clip for that one. Our final clip and our very last one. You're going to lose this, lower third. I don't know a better way to preface our final clip today outside of this is genuinely the funniest Smite clip ever, I think, in my opinion. However, before we get into it, of course, stick around after the clips for polls for in chat. You will be the determiner of who brought the funniest and the best clips of the day. So make sure you stick around for that. However, that's been me, Billy, providing the production clips for This Week in Smite. Hope you guys enjoy.
What the is that? I hate this. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this.
Me mistake.
No,
he goes, me mistake.
Listen.
Oh no, that's
I don't know. Do you guys have a favorite Smite clip all time? Because there was 2 that I really wanted to find. The first one is how good is Shing's Bacchus from Allied. I watch that more than I care to admit every year. Like I always go back to it because it's just fantastic. And then as far as like dope plays, the one where Leon goes through the Janus portals on the Awilix to kill the Apollo that's ulting into well. You guys know what I'm talking about? That one is only on Twitter.
That one's a good one, yeah.
And that's also one of my favorites. So like the funny one and then like the great plays. Those are the 2 that I wanted. Unfortunately, both only on YouTube. So I decided to disqualify them from
that was an
I should have submitted.
Apollo was ulting away
at 1 HP. He kills like 3, and then like there just happens to be Janus portals.
Yeah, Giannis ulted towards the Apollo.
And he goes the whole way through the portals, goes into well, blinks, kills him with Suku.
Yeah.
Right as he goes into his own well.
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
I would have submitted Shing's greatest hits, which was just like an 8-minute montage of Shing singing. Like, that's literally all it was. I used to watch that way too often.
I still think one of my favorite ones was the competitive one. It was the Ares into Giannis portal.
Yeah.
that got aggro fined.
Yep.
That's always
The other one that comes to mind, now that I just thought about it, is when Barra and Jeff were playing Assault, and Jeff hates jump parties. He never allows them. So Barra's jumping with everyone. They're all there. And then Jeff goes, oh, I'm on my way. And he just leaves base and just immediately jumps in and like kills them all. And he goes,
that's good.
F your party. And they're all like they're all like Barra and Jeff fans. And he's like, we're not doing a jump party. Like, he just
Oh no, I remember my favorite play. I think this was one that was on top 5 plays. It was a Hercules versus Tyr solo lane. The Tyr was about to die. He got pushed under tower by the Hercules, and the Hercules goes to throw a boulder, and Tyr ult front flips over the boulder and kills him. Was one of the sickest moments. And then, what was I can't remember which team it was competitively. It was one that aggro was casting. We'll throw the results.
All right, well, JMac's yapping. Let's check out the funniest clip from this week. JMac, go ahead. Everyone but me? Everyone but me? Okay.
Get owned, you unfunny fraud.
What the heck, man?
No, it was.
I thought I had some good clips.
It was when they were gonna jump over the soul lane wall into blue buff, and you see.
Fine, okay.
Yeah, the fine, okay. Where he just like
he jumps, and the Tyr goes, and he
jumps over, and
he portals, and then just walks away. Yeah,
there's a couple iterations of that one that were good.
What was the most exciting moment for you, like, just like in general, like in Smite 1?
Well, while we're talking about that, remember, there's a poll that's going to be going down for the best clip from this week. That should be going up any second now. Make sure you vote on that. Sorry, say it again.
Like, you're just like the most hype moment that you felt, the most energized
For me?
you felt. Yeah.
Like my own play?
Well, maybe not even your own play. Like, you'd be watching, because I was like, first World Championship, that was like super stoked, like super dope to watch. Launch tournament was fun to watch, although I was rooting for Dig, so that was less fun to watch. Casting season 10 Worlds Finals, pretty dope in my opinion.
Yeah, I hated that.
I would say most hype.
I think those casters were very talented and cool and good at their jobs.
I'd say for me the most hype that I wasn't a part of, I was just like a spectator. It was the season 4 Worlds where United won. It was when Mike had stolen 2 objectives with Sylvanas won, and ends up being like the winning plays for them. Like that to me was like my moment of like, support is awesome. I'm sticking with this.
And the best clip of the week. Everyone but Trellirelli, part 2, production.
Let's go production.
Shouts out to production.
Chat, which one was it?
Back to back.
Because they had a lot of good ones.
They sure did.
Favorite moments of like being a part of it. One of them is the Weimer moment that still sticks in my brain. That might have been the first time I legitimately just broke on a cat. I mean, to be fair, we were like 11 hours into the day. It was like the last game of like a 13-hour day. Yep. And I just broke. And then anytime I relived the moment, like rethinking and watch it, I still just start laughing because it was just so funny.
Yep.
And then I think favorite one to also be a part of casting wise was probably the Ferryman Hounds at Masters, that semifinal.
That was good.
And getting to like call Paul's winning game in game 4 on the Hubwa, where I was just like, yeah, like if this is just like a game where Paul goes like 9-0, I'll just give my end call for it. And then Paul just goes like 10-1 that game. I'm like, I'm just gonna go when your back's against the wall, give Hubwa to Paul. And I'll carry you to promised land.
And bro was cooking. My most hype, because I feel like, it's hard to remember the moments because I've done content creation for such a long time, and a lot of them are immortalized. I have one short that's still on my channel where I did like a 360 Hoyi triple bounce. Like the triple bounce is one thing, but the 360 with it, I popped off pretty hard.
As you should. That's sick.
I popped off pretty hard.
You kidding me?
Yeah, because the worst part is I missed the ult. Like I Hoyi ulted, missed, and I said, oh, you know what? And then I spun around and then just shot it, and then it just goes like, and it just kills. And I was like, doesn't matter. So yeah,
that guy's a gamer.
I was gaming, and at least
Relay.
Yeah, that clip exists somewhere. But thank you guys for watching this week in Smite. There's gonna be more Smite action coming at you pretty soon. You better be playing Smite 2 if you want to get your clips on this show. Tuesday. But we appreciate
in the Macarena.
What? Oh, Jay, I wasn't
gonna ask.
I don't think I
was trying to
did.
get you to bring attention to it.
But thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to get in the clip, you already know what to do. Play the darn game, stream it, make some clips, and we will find them. That we can assure you. But yeah,
just put your directory of Smite
JMac, and
that's where we're going to be looking.
And we'll see you next week in Smite.
Fitting quite nicely here.
What the f is that? I hate this. Oh, I hate these. Oh, I hate these.
Made in Georgia.
Let go and let me love, let me let go and let me